welcome to my YouTube channel. So today in this video we are going to talk about what is known as group theory. Group theory seems to be a lot confusing because you do not understand the core idea of what group theory is. Group theory it talks about symmetry. It talks about symmetry between two groups or between two identities. Suppose you have 1 2 3 4 5 6 being a particular group, and 1 2 3 4 5 6 are all individual identities. And suppose when you perform a function f of x, it may be multiplication, it may be addition, or it may be just inversing this, or it may be just multiplying this group with 1. Whatever thing that it transform into should be symmetrical with this, and there must be no change in net quantity of this group when f of s function has been performed on it. So this symmetry is the core idea of group theory. In a broader perspective, if you want to understand this, so if this is the x and y coordinates and you have a cube here, and suppose for all reasons that I rotate this cube maybe from up left to right or right to left, this thing will still remain as a four-sided cube. It is not that after some rotation it is going to become a triangle or a circle. So this is what we are talking about in group theory, whether a system will still hold its characteristics that it had before after a function f of x has been performed on it. Well, group theory gives us 4 axioms which will help us to identify whether this transformation is valid or if the system is in symmetry. The first one being closure. The first one being closure property. And what do you mean by a closure property is that if you have a comma b elements that belong to a group G, which mean to say that you have 1 and 2 numbers here which belong to this whole group of 1 2 3 4 5 6. Say that a comma b belongs to G, like 1 and comma 2 belongs to this group. This group we can name it as G. So if you perform a function like a star b, and that also will belong to G. So a star G, this can be addition, multiplication, whatever you want it to be. So if it is 2 into 1, so it will be 2, and this 2 belongs to G. So this is the basic idea of closure property. The next thing that you have to check is associative property. Associative property means like if you have a comma b comma c that belongs to G, and if you perform a function like a star b star c is equal to a star b star c. Only the thing is this brackets keep on changing. So if you have 2 into 1 into 3, and you have again 2 into 1 into 3, and this bracket, if you do this multiplication, you will get 6 and 6. So even after you have performed a associative function on a group, after the change it remains to be same. The third and fourth property that you have to check is identity property and inverse property. These two are pretty simple. So like identity property is like if a belongs to G and if E belongs to G, if a star E, it has to be A, and again if a star E star A, it will also be A. That simply means to say that if you take this group and if you just multiply it by 1, its values will not change and should not change in order to be called as a group. Now the inverse meaning that if you have a group that has 1 2 3 and 4 5 6, this system, if you rotate this system, like somehow make a mirror image or something like that, 3 2 1 6 5 4, so all the quantity remains the same. The total quantity, maybe you can take the sum of this and the sum of this, it will be like 10 15 again 20 and 20. So this is just an inverse of it. So if all these properties are verified, then we can say that this symmetry is valid. So where do all these things come into use? How you can use this in everyday life is, suppose I'm a tourist and I'm traveling to USA, and from USA I'm traveling to India. So let me say that this is USA, the coordinates in XY plane. So in the XY plane, this is the coordinate of USA, and let me say this is the coordinate of India. So like if I take random numbers 2 3 4 and this will be 5, this will be 7, and this will be 2, and this will be 3, like various random numbers. Now if I want to check whether I am simply in USA or whether I am simply in India, I can use this group theory. And if I can match my exact coordinates, suppose if my coordinates in India, it will not match with the coordinates in USA. So this is one way you can use group theory to find out location, whether a person is simply in India or in USA at a particular time. So I hope this small explanation helps you out with group theory. I know there is a lot of ways this theory has been explained, and this is one of my ways that I have put forward my ideas. If you like this video, please do hit that subscribe button. Thank you. See you in my next vlog.